still stuck in division rivals, don't worry. I promise after watching this video, you will get out of your division and close to the higher divisions in this game. And if you are in Division 1, Division 2, you will go to the Elite Division. But for that to happen, you need to pay respect and attention to what I am saying. Guys, this is Division 3 gameplay. It's a player who is hard stuck in Division 3, and he asked me to please analyze his gameplay. He's a friend of mine, and today we are going to do exactly that. And I'm going to share 5 tips that will help him and you get out of your division. Guys, I have analyzed Division 6, Division 7 gameplay, Elite Division gameplay. I am telling you, there are very common mistakes that are happening at that level and at that level. So you need to fix these mistakes. What am I talking about? The first mistake is being unaware of the meta, right? He's using Kanu as a striker. He's going to sub him for Heung-min Son, but still, even Heung-min Son doesn't have power shot playstyle. You need to know what's happening in the game. Having a player with the power shot is not a sin. It's not a sin. It doesn't mean that you're abusing a broken mechanic, right? But that is only one thing. I know so many players and trainees of mine who are still in lower divisions because of the fact that they don't follow these 4 steps that I'm about to show you. They have good teams, but they are still stuck. So next up, we have the problem of being tunnel vision. As you can see in his attack, he is tunnel visioned and he keeps turning towards the players. He will not attack from the left side even once in this first half. He's just going to spam Mo Salah, trying to find some space from Salah's side and trying to just do a finesse or just hoping to create a chance. I always tell my trainees this. If you are hoping to create a chance, you're doing something wrong. You have to create a chance. How do you do that? You need to have a purpose in attack. You need to know what you are doing. What are you building up towards? And for that, you need to have good game knowledge. Yes, he concedes a shitty goal, but it's a part and parcel of this game. It will happen in his favor as well, right? So he needs to create chances. As you can see, he will trigger the wrong players to run. Look what he does over here. This looks simple, right? But he is literally killing the momentum of his attack. His opponent is thinking he is going to pass the ball to Salah. He can easily do an R1X to Rodri, and with Rodri he can do a first time pass to Sissoko because Rodri has tiki-taka plus playstyle. And then we see a left back over here. He can trigger a run to his left back and then play the ball back to Rodri, back to Sissoko, and then do a L1 triangle to his left back. That is one way of opening space in this formation. He's playing a 4-3-3, right? He can tell Mo Salah to run as a decoy. Here he could have done an L1X. He needs to do an L1X pass. Why an L1X? When he does an L1X, it's a 1-2 pass, right? Salah will start to run in behind. If he doesn't track the run, he can play the ball to the striker, right? And then try to do a 1-2 or a speed boost towards the space because there is a massive gap between his center back and left back. He can try to exploit this gap since that is at the end of the day what matters. Finding the space, exploiting the space. He will just turn towards the pressure. Passes the ball back for no reason. Takes very clunky touches. Takes extra touches. There he finally does a 1-2, right? He already has Son, but he will sub Kanu, I'm pretty sure. Now the moment he will do something good, he triggers a run, creates space, gives a good pass. See what he does. This is called being tunnel vision, man. You have so much space in front of you. You can do an R1 dribble over here. You can continue to do an R1 dribble, follow it up by a near post shot since the keeper moves out automatically when you are in this position. Or he can do a force cut back. Or he can take 2 touches and then look back for a recycle R1X to Rodri. Ball roll R1X to Rodri and try to play the ball to the striker. It is called recycling, which I am a big fan of. RM, CM, CM, ST, right? But instead, he does a first time pass to Rodri when Salah isn't even looking towards Rodri. This pass should never go, but he gets lucky. The pass goes and he ends up missing the shot. Why does he miss the shot? He could have scored from this despite of all this. Why would you hold the sprint button in the opponent's half? Here he could have taken a normal R1 touch or a normal touch into the space and then go for a shot. It could have been a goal. If he does it green time, it's probably a goal. Or it's Rodri, he can even do a quick power shot since he has the silver playstyle, right? But because he is holding the R2 button, look what happens. The ball goes away from Rodri and now it's an ideal opportunity for his opponent's center back to step in. And that is exactly what's going to happen. He steps in with Saliba, gets the ball back from him. And I've seen so many players still subconsciously holding the R2 button. And now, why is that? Even you know that it is wrong, but still you will end up doing it. It's because this game is played from habits, and this is tip number 3. You have to fix your habits. Now that we have recognized that my trainee over here has a problem, he is being tunnel vision. It doesn't know which players to trigger, when to trigger, only focuses on one side of the pitch, that is the right hand side of the pitch, and is subconsciously holding the R2 button every time he is in a goal scoring opportunity. He takes too many loose touches, and rather than taking a touch away from the defender, he takes a touch towards the defender, right? All of these are habits that he has developed after playing this game years after years. Now, to fix them, he needs to recognize them. Now he has recognized them. Now he will perform targeted practice. For a few days, he will only focus on fixing his habits that are bad. Once he performs enough targeted practice on one habit at a time, his habits will start to improve. And that is when he will start to see improvement and get out of this division. But that is not all. It's an ideal opportunity to score this goal, but he will not even think of whipping the corner in. All he needs to do is aim like this, then click L1 on Rudiger and move him front post and score this goal. But he will not do it. He'll play the ball short because he is not aware of the meta, right? He's not going to use a power shot. He's not going to use a corner. When the opportunity is presented, you have to take it. And tip number 5 finally is being calm, composed, and clinical. That applies from the moment we get the ball in our own half to the moment we take a shot on goal. If you're not calm and composed when you're passing the ball, you will end up losing the ball more often than not. If you're not clinical and decisive, what runs to trigger, where to take the shot, what to do on the pitch, then you will still struggle, right? This game is all about little margins. See, here what he does, it's an unforced error, tunnel visioned. Why does he pass? He can just take another touch, pass the ball to Bellingham, because he is not calm and composed. He knows this is wrong, but his fingers are itching to press that pass button. So that is the reason he ends up passing the ball and doesn't even think that, okay, this pass is going to be intercepted very easily. Now he's using second man pressure, which is good, but using second man press in a wrong way can be very dangerous, which we will talk about in another video. Now you have to do the same thing. Watch your own gameplay and look where you are going wrong, and then perform targeted practice on those habits. I'll give you one more drill to fix tunnel vision. Count 1, 2 in your heart before you pass the ball, and while you are doing so, look at the players around you, the player you have on the ball, and the opponent's cursor. Yes, it will make your gameplay slow, but it is a drill because he has a habit of rushing and not being calm. It will fix that habit. Once he has fixed that habit, after performing enough of this drill over and over again, he can go back to playing normally. And I challenge you that you have the same problem of being tunnel vision. Save your gameplay and look at it. You'll have the same problem of being tunnel vision.